Bronx rapper Ice Spice has been the hottest topic in every way in the music industry, from initially getting a buzz last August from her song Munch, to receiving major cosigns in the industry from Drake, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj. Ice Spice has single-handedly managed to exceed everyone's expectations of her of being a one-hit wonder. Despite having a music catalog of less than 20 songs, she has amassed over 6 million followers on Instagram and multiple projected six-figure collaborations with Adidas Ivy Park, Boost Headphones, Tommy Hilfiger, and multiple hip-hop magazines. Many question Ice Spice even being an industry plan, as her quick rapid growth has raised some eyebrows. Ice Spice has easily became one of the most liked rappers by everyone, and here's why. Throughout the last year, Ice Spice became the biggest female Bronx drill rapper. Drill music became a wave that was popularized in Chicago in the 2010s, with artists like Chief Keef, Lil Durk, G Herbo that somehow made its way to the grimy rat-infested city like the Bronx. The song Munch blew up in August of 2022, and the virality of the song was next to none, as it happened so fast. This song had the TikTok algorithm in a chokehold, with multiple fans making videos, people simply because Ice Spice is physically attractive, and Ice Spice sort of had the whole look down pat. Another aspect of the music that affects women's beauty. Ice Spice has signed to 10K Projects, a record label that was once home to 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd currently, as Ice Spice has become the star. As she began to land interviews with mainstream New York platforms like On The Radar, which really showcased herself to a wider audience. She recently teamed up with Nicki Minaj to release her Princess Diana remix, and just like expected, the song was #1 on trending and is being soaked up by the barbs. Lyrically, the song was okay, but it was very catchy. However, this Nicki collab was a stamp on Ice Spice's resume. What if I told you Nicki Minaj wanted to make Ice Spice her pawn? Ice Spice is essentially fresh meat in the music industry. She hasn't had any public relationships with any other rappers, no social media publicity stunts that portrayed her in a negative light. She has a clean slate. Nicki Minaj, on the other hand, someone who I consider the greatest female rapper of all time, has not been a stranger to controversy, as in a long list of artists she doesn't get along with, such as Cardi B, #1, Megan Thee Stallion, and Mulatto. Nicki has been trying to keep her foot on their neck, going back and forth with them on Twitter for petty instances. The reason I bring this up regarding Ice Spice is because she has exceeded the one-hit wonder grace period. Nicki has the barbs, and Ice Spice has the Spice Cabinets and the Munchkins, and with the public positive perception of Ice Spice, it probably made Nicki realize it's better for her to embrace her than compete with her. Nicki Minaj announced on her Apple Music show Queen Radio that she started her own record label, Heavy On It Records, as she officially launched a partnership with Ice Spice, her first actual partnership. They released the Princess Diana remix that quickly became the #1 song on iTunes. It seems like when Nicki Minaj co-signed Ice Spice, she's essentially in her ear and in her pocket, but not in an extortion way. Going forward, I predicted a divide amongst Ice Spice fans, as Ice Spice will not be attached to Nicki Minaj because of a partnership. I won't physically restrict her from working with other artists, but if Nicki were to diss someone like Cardi B, Ice Spice understandably be caught in the middle and create strange relationships in the industry. Just think about it. Nicki doesn't like the majority of these women rappers. She dissed Megan Thee Stallion when she was at Rolling Loud Cali last month, and she hasn't really gone along with Cardi B, and Mulatto has been going at her over the age thing on Twitter, and it seems like woman beef over petty things. Particularly when Nicki Minaj and Mulatto were going at it over Grammy nominations, and Mulatto called Nicki a 40-year-old bully, but we all know telling women about their age, especially when they're getting older, is probably one of the illest, rudest things you could ever say. Many people have had speculation that Ice Spice is industry plan, as the rap growth of Ice Spice made it so hard to believe it was organic, to which she responded, "I know what it took me to get here, and I know how much work I'm putting in." I also feel like when they say that, they don't actually mean it. I truly feel like they know I'm not a plan. I think they're mad that I'm going up faster than their favorite artist. If anything, I would say, go stream your favorite artist more. Personally, the bar for music has changed over the years. As in the 90s and 2000s, you had rappers like Queen Latifah, Lil Kim, Remy Ma, and you had to have some swagger and put it down lyrically on the mic to be considered official as a woman rapper. When we look at Memphis rapper Glorilla versus Saweetie, people embrace their music and endorse their activities for two different reasons. Glorilla on one hand, super talented and very entertaining personality. Many people have taken a liking to Glorilla's music, as her southern Memphis accent makes it sound hard. From her songs F and F and her song Tomorrow 2, featuring Cardi B, arguably Glorilla and Ice Spice have been the hottest young rappers in 2022. Now Saweetie has over 10 million followers on Instagram and couldn't sell over 3,000 sales in the first week. Meanwhile, Glorilla sold out her tour in 24 hours and sold 29,000 sales in the first week. The reason I bring this up is because followers of Glorilla are engaged because of her personality and her good music, while followers of Saweetie only follow her for her thirst shot videos on Instagram and because she's attractive. Ice Spice is still at the beginning of her journey and hopefully moves in a direction similar to Glorilla rather than Saweetie, because there'll always be a better looking woman in the industry. You need to create a persona that gives your fans multiple reasons to support you. Music has always been about emotional appeal and how it makes you feel, whether it feels happy, sad, excited, or even heartbroken. However, for women rappers, one of their drives for supporting them is sex appeal. The twerking, the grinding, doing all that good stuff is what the average fan of hip-hop loves to see. This sort of reminds me of one of the Ice Spice first performances, where the crowd was silent until she started twerking. Ice Spice has a really interesting story about her rise to fame in the Bronx. Ice Spice is half Dominican from her mother and Nigerian from her father. Growing up in the treacherous Bronx, she stayed inside most of the time watching YouTube and television, dreaming about being an actor. She went to middle school in the Bronx and then went to high school in Yonkers. As the Bronx was getting too active, she attended Sunny at Purchase, playing college volleyball, and while attending there, she met her producer, Riot.
And we just clicked, we had like mutuals, and he was just sending me like beats over time, because I would like rap, like I would just like little freestyles, little dumb, and he would just like be like, oh, you should rap, da da da, like on some serious, because I was already like just around. And yeah, it was lit. Like he finally sent me like a pack that I was just like.
He was trying to holler at you, huh? Keep it real.
Nah, he was really on some cool. Like,
oh, it was really on some business.
Yeah, he cool. Like he's mad respectful.
She locked on Riot, and he became the producer behind all of her hits, such as Munch, In Her Mood, Bikini Bottom, You Name It, and Riot Made It. It's good to see a loyal artist-producer relationship, as most times we see artists get big, leave their day one producer or engineer from behind, but it's good to say that didn't happen. Ice released her first song, Bully Freestyle, the first song she ever recorded. During that time, she was searching for her own unique sound, which she found on Munch. Although many people speculate that Ice Spice was the industry plan, what if I told you her rise to fame was work with a successful World Star promo? The song Munch that blew up wasn't on her page, so it's not like she randomly posted on YouTube and started getting engagement. It's just something to think about, of course. She appeared on The Radar, and later got the Drake cosign, something that only a select few received. Drake hit in the DM saying, that Munch on The Radar freestyle is hard as fuck. I'm trying to play them on a radio show, talking about this OVO Sound radio show that he plays at night. She performed at Rolling Loud Toronto, Rolling Loud New York, Rolling Loud Cali, and has become the people's favorite choice. Her biggest song outside of Munch is Boys Liar Part 2, a song she's featured on UK rapper Pink Pantherist, and this was like a Cinderella pop song type of hit. From the lyrics and the whole wardrobe, this is a girly girl aesthetic. Pink Pantherist is a very big name in the UK, so by no means did she benefit any more than Ice Spice from this collaboration, as they're both big artists in their respective cities and countries. This song amassed over 97 million views in just 2 months, exposing Ice Spice to a new audience, particularly European. TikTok has been a blessing in disguise for many artists, as it allowed good content to go viral without necessarily having to put a large sum of money behind it. With the Queen of Rap Nicki co-signed the Princess of New York, what should we expect from both of them? Will Nicki Minaj be the female version of Birdman? We all know Birdman gave us Lil Wayne, Wayne gave us Drake, and Nicki Minaj. And this duel held it down to 2008 when Lil Wayne went to jail. There will never, ever be a dominant rap collective group other than Young Money. With Ice Spice being the poster child, young women rap, along with their social media presence and brand endorsements, the future is looking bright. With songs like Munch, Bikini Bottom, In Her Mood, Boys Liar, Princess Diana, Ice Spice is 5 for 5 since Munch. Hate her or love her, she's here to stay. Comment down below if you feel Ice Spice is as she planned, and her growth was forced upon us, or were you tuned in from early on and get attached to our study come up and organic growth? Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend you watching The Tragic Death of the Migos, video tagged above. Follow me on Instagram at JRTheStar1, Instagram JRTheStar1, and Twitter at StarWanda with 2 R's. Thank you for watching. I'm gone.